Today I want to deal with the title, which is this idea that atheists and even scientists are arrogant because of the statements we make. Like for myself, I don't believe in any gods. I see no reason to. I admit that gods could possibly exist, but I've seen no evidence that works for me. And so do most atheists. But we're berated for supposedly having this absolute knowledge that there is no God. And they keep telling us we're arrogant and egotistical for saying these things. Yet, these are the same people that say definitively not only does a God exist, that it's their God, and that most of the planet is wrong about their God. Even other Christians are wrong often. Yet we're the arrogant ones. We're the people that say, well, I'm not willing to accept an answer without definitive proof. I'm willing to wait until there's hard evidence. Yet we're the arrogant ones. I do find a lot of theists, in one way or another, are arrogant. Particularly when science conflicts with their beliefs. One way or another, whether or not it's, evolution, Big Bang, the universe itself. However far back, there comes a point where they get rather arrogant and will state, well, beyond this point requires my God. Not just a God, but their particular God. Let me look at William Lane Craig and his whole idea that, even if he could prove that a God is required, and I'm going to do a second video on this, but even if he could prove that a God is required to create a universe, they then jump to the conclusion that it's their God. He says, well, a God has to be personal and has to have all these characteristics which just happen to line up with the God that he believes in, even though he's done nothing but make baseless assertions to explain why it has to be his God. And this is what I find that is arrogant. The idea that the universe wasn't created for us, that the universe doesn't owe us anything, there isn't anything out there that desires us to be happy. I don't consider that arrogant. I consider that accepting reality. Does it make me happy to think this? No. But I'm not going to accept something that makes me happy without reason to think it's true. I find the idea that thinking that the entire universe was created for us, and that this planet was created for us, and that there's some being out there that loves us, and everything here was specifically just for us to live here. Yeah, that's the arrogant idea. Even if you think all this was created for God to enjoy us, you still think that ultimately this universe had us intended in one way or another. And that's still extremely arrogant, in my opinion. Comment below if you agree or disagree on this. Let me know what you think.